Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Carrillo and I'm here to talk about violence, a very difficult issue. Before starting with the topic, let me introduce the rest members of the team. There are Eric Mejia, Angeli Lopez, and Catherine Gonzalez. Violence is a global phenomenon resulting in the death of more than 1.6 million people each year, making it one of the leading causes of death worldwide. While no country is untouched by violence, the vast majority of it results in death occur in low to middle income countries, many of which are stricken with internal conflicts. However, it should be kept in mind that violent deaths cannot simply be attributed to war, and more than 80% such deaths occur outside of armed conflicts. Rates of crime in Guatemala are very high. An average 101 murders per week were reported in 2018. The countries with the highest crime and violence rate in Central America are El Salvador and Honduras. In the 90s, Guatemala had four cities featured in Latin America's top 10 cities by murder rate: Escuintla, Izabal, Santa Rosa Cuilapa, and Guatemala City. According to the New Yorker magazine in 2009, fewer civilians were reported killed in the war zone of Iraq than were shot, stabbed, or beaten to death in Guatemala, and 97% of homicides remain unsolved. Much of the violent nature of Guatemala society stems back to the 36-year-long civil war. However, not only has violence maintained its presence in the post-war context of the country following the Guatemala Civil War, about it has extended to broader social and economic forms of violence.
Why does violence occur? There are some causes of violence that are usually very varied. They can be linked to bringing the reputation of patterns, injustice, economic factors, ideological, social, political, or religious beliefs, and even psychological illness. They can be also related to social exclusion, inequality, and drugs, alcohol, or any type of addiction. In this sense, the cause of social violence can be divided into subject and objective. Subject causes, these causes are related to the relationality of pain and instincts, impulses, feelings, and emotions. Some psychologists are that these type of causes are not by themselves the triggers of violence, but rather are those that accompany the objective causes. Objective causes. The objective causes are those that are related to social, political, and cultural aspects. This indicative that the aggressive and violent behavior is learned, acquired, and developed through the development of the human being. Do the ballet insult and perhaps because they had a role model with that type of behavior? A person can be aggressive or perpetrate cat acts that are detrimental to the psychological health of the victim, all in order to subdue it.
A possible solution for the reduction of violence would be the installation of cameras in each corner that have facial identification. So, any person that who commits a crime of violence is identified and followed through the cameras so that person can be arrested. If many people are arrested with this method, violence and crime will decrease.
Hi, good morning. I am Catherine. I am talk about the solutions of the violence. For me, to end the violence is war because in our country the unemployment rate is great, and this is why people looking for the other way of life as migration on the wars can still as Guatemala in the 2 years has increased significantly the rate on the violence in general, and this can be so if your country will provide the opportunity for people to work, also because the violence in your country is property because makes people in these conditions make decisions that do bring good society. In this brings to us the principle that is work, and because if there are more opportunities to work, this country's economy will be stable, the rate of the poverty will be less, as well the violence. As we know that an example is the first world countries where the violence and poverty is low. For me, that's